Want to get into the Jets draft strategy of going to running backs now? I think we did enough on Olu. So what was your takeaway on the Jets going back to the well on running back after drafting Braylon Allen in the 4th round?
I was shocked. Because of guys like Mahogany, because there were guys still on the board that I really liked. There were still defensive tackles. One of them we ended up getting. One of the guys I would have been perfectly happy picking in that spot, we have as an undrafted free agent in Leonard Taylor. So I was just really surprised. I love the player. We were talking about that player. We all had him in a bunch of our mocks when we couldn't get Braylon Allen. He was one of the guys that would be there in one of those later picks that we had. Just as a power back, he's compact, he's strong. His highlights are great. He's not a home run hitter in that he's going to explode and leave everybody behind him. But he's a powerful guy. A 3rd and 1. This is a guy who kind of like your replacement of, we haven't had that. I don't know if maybe if you want to say Ty Johnson, like a guy that you could just 3rd and 1 give the ball to and have him smash right into the line of scrimmage, and try to get you a yard. So I was, I like the player. I was just shocked that they went with 2 running backs. It was the last thing I expected. If they could have taken so many different positions, like 2 wide receivers.
Yep.
2 safeties. Like there's so many different positions that would not have surprised me as much. They could have taken another tackle. Any of those wouldn't have been as surprising as 2 running backs.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably the last position. Like if you told me before the draft, Joe Douglas is going to take 2 of one position, what is it? Do you know how many guesses would you go through before you guess 2 running backs? That's got to be close to the bottom, no?
Yeah, I mean it was mind blowing. Like when they took him. I mean, I started it was surprise. It wasn't anger because, again, I like the player, so it's hard to get mad when they take a player that you like. One of the guys that actually stood out, during the whole offseason that we were always talking about and watching. So I just couldn't believe the position thing, and then I thought about it and realized if you look at our room, if they pan out and they translate to the NFL. It's a really well-rounded room. Like, you have your power back, you have your Breece Hall fill-in. If Breece Hall's, knock on wood, go out for a bunch of games, that's Allen, right? That's going to be your RB2, the guy that when Breece needs a rest could be not the same exact player, but I could see becoming an RB1 that does a combination of everything. He can make big plays, he can escape, and slide through, but he also is kind of powerful. And then you got your 2 guys that one's specifically power and the other is specifically home run hitter. Change the pace home run hitter with Izzy.
The only thing, so I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of the strategy of drafting 2 running backs. And it's not, I don't want to hold anything against Isaiah Davis because that would be unfair to him, I think, because, if they didn't go with Braylon Allen, I think, Green Bean had him as like his next best available option for what the Jets are looking for. He's kind of redundant in a way to what Allen's going to do in this offense. To his credit, he is a very, very good pass protecting running back, which the Jets really struggled with last year. So maybe they just were like burned that they had 4 backs on the roster that, unfortunately just were unable to pass block. That wasn't their strength. So maybe that's why they wanted to do that. But you mentioned some of the names that were still on the board. And for me, it's kind of hard to overlook that in a way. Like here, I'll pull up some of the names that were left. So the Jets took Isaiah Davis here in this spot. And, shortly thereafter, you have Malik Washington go in the 6th round to Miami. Now, maybe you say, you drafted Malachi Corley. You don't want to double up with a guy like Malik Washington. All right, that's fine. But
Makai Wingo is up
there. Wingo, another great example right there. Christian Mahogany goes later in the 6th to Detroit. Yeah, here he is. My preference would have been going that route. It lessens it. You know what lessens it for me? That they were able to sign Leonard Taylor.
Yeah, for sure. for sure.
Because that's someone who you thought maybe could have went in that window and is a position of need on the interior defensive line.
Yeah, we'll be talking about him on Monday on Talking Jets. So
Okay.
we're so get ready for that, guys. We're gonna have a little bit of discussion about Leonard Taylor.
What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary from Talkin' Jets. If you liked that video, please make sure to subscribe and follow for more New York Jets content.